Hi, I'm Cade Wade.
And I'm Mystery.
And together we're the
The
Brofessionals. And we are beginning the next chapter of the Legend of Zelda series with a somewhat divisive title in the series, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. And I believe, didn't you say in the last playthrough you had some knowledge about this game?
Yeah, I've seen it. I think I played a very tad bit of it.
That was a while ago, I'd imagine.
Yeah, a very long
So this is
ago.
going to be kind of a refresher, because you get to see, everything the game has to offer, essentially. And, this is a long title screen. There's a scroll of text, just waiting for that to go up. Finally, it took forever. So why don't you go ahead and tell the folks at home what we got here.
After Ganon was destroyed, Impa told Link a sleeping spell was cast on Princess Zelda. She would make only with the power of the third trifle sealed in the palace in Hyrule. To break the seal, crystals must be placed in statues in 6 well-guarded palaces. Link set out on his most adventuresome quest yet.
That's, you were able to get that out here
Yeah.
the last one. It was going a little fast there, but, yeah, but without wasting any further time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and start up here. So as we can see, we still have the glorious save feature still present, and that is always a good sign to see. And I'm going to name our character... No. Wait. Frick. Come on. Javert. There we go. The good old Les Mis character. Still continuing that joke. So we begin in Hyrule Castle. We can see here, that's, you know who that is?
No.
That's actually Zelda. But interestingly, that's not the same Zelda from the last game. According to this game's story, this takes place 4 years after the first Legend of Zelda. And, basically, this is the same Link. He's a little older now, and he's told by Impa, Zelda's servant, that a sleeping spell has been cast on a different Zelda. This is a Zelda that's been asleep for a long time, and apparently she can only be awakened by the power of the nacho cheese Dorito. So we need to go and give her a wake-up snack, essentially. So yeah, that's basically everything we're going through with this game, and you'll notice there's a very big difference, and do you know what that is?
It's
a side-scroller, that's right. So whenever you enter a cave, a town, or an enemy encounter on the overworld, you will encounter a platforming screen section, which is something like this, and this was a pretty new direction for the series, and as far as I know, they've never done anything like this ever since this game. And the closest thing I can think of is like the 2D wall sections in A Link Between Worlds, but that's kind of calling it a stretch here. But so this is the same Hyrule as always, and it's a little bigger the last time. Overall, this game is definitely more expansive. I think that's the right term, because there's a lot of different places to explore, and I actually think this place is a little more lively than Hyrule, because like Hyrule in the last one, you only ever really saw people underground, because like they were just chilling in the ground like hermits. They weren't doing anything much, but this game introduces a lot, and I don't know what it's gonna hold for it, but I'm excited to play through it, and you'll notice that this game kind of has some RPG-ish elements here. And another thing here, before I forget, that was a magic upgrade, because this was the first Zelda game to actually introduce one of the most prominent things, which is a magic meter, which is crazy to think, because like, a common element that's associated with the franchise, it was introduced in this game, which it's not viewed very favorably in the eyes of fans. Some of it is definitely the game's fault, but I wouldn't go as far as to say it's a bad game, like the first one. Like the first one, it is, kind of cryptic, and it can really be quite a little odd to go places and find stuff. And what was going on in there, man? Lady, you want to say something? What do you think was going on in there?
I'd rather not say.
Oh, okay. It's just move on like it's nothing. What are your first thoughts on this? Like, just by... This is towns, we're actually in towns, these are people. And that's actually, you know, quite a big deal. Like, a lot of big things were introduced in this game, and, you know, I think it, you know, deserves a little respect for that. But, you know, based on everything you're seeing, how do you feel going into this?
It looks a lot better than the other games that we've played
How so?
at this point.
How so?
It looks obviously more. You can fit more on the screen at once.
Mm-hmm.
You can go back. I'm sure that was in the first game, but it just looks more high quality. Like some attempted 3D images like that, the side of the building,
Yeah.
and the protruding walls.
That is, you know, that's actually kind of cool. Never really something I talked about, but, we're now leaving the town of Rauru. That name sounds familiar to you people that played, Ocarina of Time or Tears of the Kingdom. You know, that's, pretty cool. That, you know, a lot of different things were from this game. That's, really cool in my eyes. But we got an experience point system, you know, whenever you can either upgrade 3 things, your attack, your health, or your magic. Upgrading your health lets you take more hits. Upgrading your magic reduces the amount of magic you use, which is what I was talking to that old man here. A new thing introduced in this game is spells that can help you when you're in a pinch. And that one I just got being the shield spell. It reduces damage. It's just going to be, you know, very helpful on this journey, because this game is not really a walk in the park, or a walk in the desert, I should say. Is there anywhere we're walking? And so there's some new addition here. On the overworld, there are certain encounters that are unavoidable, and you'll have to do, like, short platforming sections, which I think can be, you know, quite interesting to say, because, like, you know, as you can see, this is very radically different. Oh man, this is very radically different from the last one, and you know, it can take some time to get used to all of that, and I really hope I don't die here. That would be bad. You know, and you know, one of the more bigger pains I gotta say is, you know, grinding in this game. It's an unfortunate thing, but like, you know, since there's an experience system in the game, you know, you will have to, like, you know, grind a little bit, but I mean, we can cut all of that fat stuff out, so you won't really have to see too much of that going into this playthrough. So yeah, a lot more RPG-ish elements introduced in here. And I know we said this last time, this is when Zelda was really... It's drawing the line between, do you call it an RPG or an adventure game? Because, like, in this case, you would probably call it an RPG, right?
Yeah, probably.
And this is our first stop. This is the Desert Temple. I think it has an official name, but I'm not sure about that. So we're going to go through here, and I actually, like, I'm going to say a slightly controversial topic here. I actually, you know, I don't know what it is about the game. I find it more rewarding and fulfilling to play this game than the first. And I can't really describe why I feel that way. I don't know if it's because of my side-scroller itch, because, you know, I love side-scrollers in this game, you know, being half a side-scroller and half of a open world kind of game. I don't really know how to describe it, but, you know, it just, there's a sense of accomplishment in these games that, you know, I just really get a knack for it, and I overall enjoy it quite a lot. Changes to games like this were still kind of new, because in the 80s, they didn't really know what direction to take series yet. Oh, that's actually really lucky. So whenever you defeat a big... There's 2 types of enemies in this game. There's big enemies and small enemies. Small enemies are like those little slimes you see there, and the big enemies were kind of like those boomerang throwing guys that I saw when I got that heart piece. Every time you defeat a 6th small enemy or a 6th big enemy, there is a slight chance that they will drop a pea bag filled with pea. Not really. It's not pea. I don't know what is in it. I don't know what the P really stands for.
Points?
Points? I was thinking more like, well, I mean, I said P, but I mean, I don't know, whatever P word you think of, that's what the bags are filled of. No matter what, we will say, yes, that's what they're filled with, and just roll along with it. And, oh, these enemies are a pain. Okay, like, so when you're not really fully leveled up, these guys can take a lot of hits. And so this is gonna take us a second, like, how's your feelings on, like, you know, describing this as an RPG?
I mean, it certainly has RPG aspects, so I would consider an RPG, personally.
And it is kind of weird, because, like, you know, like I said, the type of stuff in this, nothing was really set in stone yet, so for them to go and change the way the series was made, I find it, you know, daring in a way, but at the same time, I don't know, like, do you prefer when a game sticks to one thing, or, like, when they do a change, do you like change, or do you prefer they improve upon stuff?
If it's a good change and people ask for it, I'd prefer change, honestly. Like, if it's a redundant change and it affects the player base in a very negative way, then I'm completely against it.
That's fair, because, you know, like I said, you know, this was, you know, around the time when stuff like this wasn't really, you know, set in stone, so, you know, if they wanted to change how it, what the frick? That was a little weird. So yeah, this was a new thing. I don't know what the reception was at the time. I just know that it was a very popular game in, like, the 1988 Christmas holiday season, because this came around in America around the same time that Mario 2 USA came out. So, you know, it obviously gained a lot of, you know, hype and buzz over stuff like that, but, I'm just going ahead and use a shield here, because this guy is, oh god. Oh no, I'm getting PTSD. Because, what does that remind you of?
Hammer Bros.
Yeah, I know, golly. Remember the last game, your little, Hammer Brothers scuffle?
Oh, yeah.
In the last game?
They were spawn camping me.
They were spawn camping. Oh no, Dark Nuts, my least favorite enemy from Zelda 1, but, or no, these aren't Dark Nuts, these are the they're called Iron Knuckles, but I don't know, it kind of reminded me of a Dark Nut in many aspects. Oh no, I forgot the key. Oh no. That's the thing, see, like, you know, games like this, you still kind of need a map, because this game, it definitely tells you more information rather than the first game, because, like, when you go into the towns, they'll tell you some useful stuff, but at the same time, you know, there's some parts where it's kind of like, whoa, how did I not see that coming, or I didn't know that was a thing, and, you know, it still kind of suffers from that kind of things, and oof, these skull bubbles are kind of, you know, scaring me a little. It's kind of funny watching them bounce around like that. I don't know, because, you know, I have fun with this type of stuff, and it's pretty fun. Like, you know, you as a bystander just watching, but, like, oh man, that's actually really good. Wow. I believe we go up here. So these dungeons, they're not, I would say, like, the first 3 are not too bad, really. I will definitely need to look up the maps of the last 4, because they can be quite long, but we should be able to get through the first couple. Oh man, I'm getting really lucky with the pickups in this playthrough. That's quite surprising, I must say. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's... How are you, I know in the last game you brought up that you were somewhat of a fan of the music of the last... Get up here, you freaking... Right, baby.
I'm really liking this music so far.
What do you think of when you hear this? Because I love the, like, echoey-ness of it.
I like the lower parts. It's like...
Boop, 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 like that. Or the do-do-do-do-do-do. I don't know. He has the headphones on, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm only guessing which parts of the song he's hearing, but I actually think this game has a really good soundtrack. It's actually... I think I actually might like it more than the original Zelda soundtrack, which I know that'll be, you know, kind of weird to hear from some people, but, you know, I don't care. I'm gonna stand by that. I think this soundtrack is, you know, really bopping. There's some great ones. The town theme was really good to listen to. I think, you know, it's the typical adventure town, like, you know, in every, like, big RPG, they always gotta have, like, the poppy town music. Any notable games that ring a bell like that have good soundtracks to you? It's like RPGs in particular.
I don't really think I played that many RPGs.
Can you name how many you played, or like different franchises you've dipped your toes in?
I don't know if I can. I can't name a
Is
single
it
RPG.
more than 10?
Probably not. I can't name a single RPG I've played.
Well, I mean, you played.
Well, I just have trouble classifying games.
Yeah, like, see, like, games are more broad now, where they can have multiple different kinds of genres incorporated into them, like this game is both an action-adventure game and a platformer. That's a good example, I think, in my eyes, so...
Would Elden Ring count as an RPG?
I would classify it as an RPG. It's kind of like an open RPG, would that be a good way to describe it?
I would say so.
Oh my lord. Okay, wait. No, I'm trying to get 2 in a row.
I don't remember the soundtrack for Elden Ring.
It wasn't bad, was it?
It wasn't bad. I just don't remember it.
Yeah, oh, no. This is bad. Oh, no. No, oh man, okay. See, I was trying to... Am I good on life?
Yeah, you have like 1 3/4.
Oh no. When I level up here, see, like, there's a way to abuse the point system where you can upgrade your sword like really high in advance, like right here. Like, I think by the end of this I could have it at like level 4, because like the max amount of stats, that was really lucky. The max stats you can upgrade all of those are level 8. But like by the time you get to like level 5, the experience requirements start getting kind of ludicrous. Like, I think by the time you get to level 7, they go up to 8,000.
Oh wow.
Needed for just one upgrade, and I mean, you can choose which one you want to level up, which, you know, I appreciate, but sometimes you just find yourself like in situations like this where you're low on health and you need like a level up in order to get rid of that. Like, unless you have the live spell, or where there's fairies, you'll have some trouble. You're like, oh man, I was so close to thinking I couldn't get that. But I love the magic in this game. It can be really helpful to get this. I don't think I really needed that, because I kind of killed all the enemies. Some enemies respawn, while some others don't. And, you know, this game continues the tradition of, in the dungeons of the last game, they had an item in there. Some of them are optional, but I think almost every single one of them in this game, they are required. So that was the candle, which will light up the caves that we were in earlier. You could technically get through them without the candle, but at that point it's like, bro, you're better off just, you know, getting it, because, like, you know, it's really useful, you know. It'll save all the lives you waste, because, unlike the last game, you actually have a live system in this game. You get 3 lives, and if you die, you get to restart, but you will lose. Oh no. Okay, oh my lord. That's bad. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. Oh, this is bad. I literally don't have any life up there. That is... Oh, that's kind of dangerous. Oh. Okay, yeah, the fast ones can get you. I don't know. This is... I mean, how do you think you would fare at this?
I'd die probably instantly.
Well, I mean, I don't know, because, like, you know, with it being a side-scroller, it's more simple, I would say, to understand, like, the combat, One thing that does suck, though, is that, you know the cool sub-weapons you got from the last one? Most of them are gone. You don't have bombs, or a boomerang, or a bow and arrow. And that can be seen as a negative, because, like, the only things you can really do is use your sword. Your shield can block some stuff. And the magic, you know, the magic's cool. That's probably what, you know, the magic system is for, as a replacement to all of those, you know, tools you had, which, you know, not really a bad idea to replace. Golly. Okay, see, I was gonna try to not, oh no. I was gonna try to not do this, but we're kind of on a tight schedule for this. Gosh! Before I forget, what's going, that is, no comment on that?
Oh.
No comment on that?
No.
No? Okay. Sorry. You know, that's kind of obligatory joke when talking about this game. Oh my gosh, I am trying to hit you. Would you please hold still? Not really words you want to hear. It's like, please hold still, I'm trying to hit you. I don't know. Yeah, just, you know, the grinding aspect of the game, you know, not really the most, well, gosh! Not really the most beloved good god. I'm just trying to get experience points. That's, can a man just get experience points? No! No. Okay, I'm starting to get kind of frustrated. And this is only the first freaking dungeon. It's not... See, like, I didn't get too frustrated last time. Because, like, you know, we had guides and everything. And we're using guides for this one, too. It's just that, you know... I think... You know, we are kind of tired. Are you kind of tired?
Yeah, I'm very tired.
Yeah, so we're kind of, you know, trying to, you know, be quick about it, but, you know, we'll try to make it fun for you guys at home, because, you know, games like these, you know, you really got to try to, you know, bring a lot of fun in terms of the talking aspect, because it can be a little cumbersome to just, you know, not be talking, but there was a fairy right here, and I was saving that for, why can't I grab the fairy? There we go. See? Nice little, lifesaver right there. I like lifesavers. You have those?
I don't think I have. I've had the gummies, I've never had the actual mint stuff.
I think they're pretty alright. Ugh. They're not dark nuts, but, you know, don't like them. Come here. Stab yourself there. See, this is an element where I'm going to abuse the system of the experience system, because whenever you beat a palace, you get a automatic level up. So I'm trying to really save a lot of the experience points, because, like, it'll save on the grinding sessions, because you will need to think about, you know, which one do you want to upgrade, and, you know, whichever one you end up choosing will be very helpful down the line. And coming up here is the first boss of the game. You want to take a guess as to what this boss is called? Go ahead.
It looks like a reverse Minotaur.
So I'm not lying when I say this. This boss's name is called Horsehead.
Oh, really?
Very creative names there. But what do you think of this music?
It's very unique.
I just gotta say it again. I'm a broken record when I say stuff like this. I just enjoy some good old chiptune music. You can never go wrong with a good chiptune music. But okay, so a little bit element of the story I didn't explain. So in order to get the Triforce of Courage, we need to go to these 6 palaces and put these crystals in these altars, and we'll have access, after we get all of them, we will have access to the final one, which is the Great Palace. And that palace is, oh man, if you thought Ganon's dungeon from Zelda 1 was bad, you haven't seen the Great Palace. But we're gonna get a little bit more stuff from this next town, and then I think we'll call a part here. Oh my gosh, get off of me, stupid dung beetles.